Welcome to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show presented by the great folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. Also brought to you by Surdike Yamaha, Slumberland Furniture, Slumberland at the Lake, and MoDOT. Eyes up, phones down. So we're talking with the head coaches of the Versailles Tigers with us this time around. Two brand new head coaches from last season. That's one of the fun things about high school basketball is there's always a little bit of turnover when it comes to players every year and coaches. So the boys last year at Versailles, 24-4, district champions, had a really good, strong team last year. The girls really struggled last year. The Versailles Lady Tigers, 3-25. So White Espinoza, the new men's head basketball coach, you have a program that has had success the last few years. Do you come in with that success? Are there a lot of expectations, or is it pretty cool?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of expectation. We don't have the same team. Like you said, there's a lot of turnover. I think they had 9 or 10 seniors graduate last year. And so we returned one starter, Reese Murdoch, and then after that, we got a lot of guys that played a lot of JV.
Yeah, right. That's tough when you have a team that had that many seniors and you lose all of them. You kind of have to start from the beginning. Although Reese Murdoch is a pretty good place to start.
Yes, he's a wonderful player.
Great kid, absolutely. So that's pretty good. So tell us your journey to get to be the head coach at Versailles. How have you gotten there?
Well, I graduated from Versailles in 2019, and then shortly after, I knew once I was done playing, I knew I wanted to coach, and so I went to Stover, right next door to Versailles, and I spent 3 years there as an assistant coach, and then I started looking for head coaching opportunities, and coincidentally, Versailles opened up, and I applied for that, and here I am now.
Right, hometown boy makes good, right? How about that? And Andy Moon, your first year as head coach of the Versailles Lady Tigers. What's been your journey to get there?
I started out with my coaching career for 4 years. I did middle school at Versailles. And like Wyatt said, I kind of wanted to move up in the ranks. There was a position open at Stover for assistant, and I applied for it. And so I spent 3 years as an assistant on the girls' side at Stover. Went to 3 district championship games while we were there. And then the position at Versailles opened up, so I applied and got the job too.
How about that?
Yep.
Beautiful. That's a wonderful thing, and it seems like really good things are happening at Versailles. Some really
Absolutely.
positive steps forward, which is pretty cool. Unlike the men's program, which has had a lot of success the last few years, the girls program has really struggled the last few years. So you come in, you take that over, and how do you build that up?
Well, one thing I'm very fortunate with, the last year that I was at Versailles with that middle school group, they're seniors now. So a lot of those girls came back and are playing again. Kylie Ritchie, she's a phenomenal athlete. She's back and playing. So we do have depth now. We have 14 girls on the team.
Wow.
So that's up from, I think they had 8 or 9 last year. And then we have a big middle school group that's coming up as well that will definitely help keep our numbers growing and improving. So I think just having a little bit of success this season, showing the girls that hard work will pay off and giving them confidence, and that'll help us, hopefully this year and in the future, keep growing the program and having success at that high level.
Yeah, absolutely. And last year the girls were just 3-25. You won your season opening game this year, which is, how fantastic is that? Just to get that first win under the belt and let the girls know, hey, you can win, right?
Yep. Nope, it definitely, first quarter we came out, we played a little bit like we were nervous, but then after that we kind of opened it up and we played good, and I think the girls got to see that that hard work and dedication was going to pay off, and we're going to have a good year this year. So
one of the fascinating things about the Versailles boys team the last few years is run and gun, baby. I mean, there's no such thing as a bad shot, right? And I think even a couple years ago, coach wanted I don't know what it was, 50 or 70 3-pointers a game or something like that. Is that, you going to stick with that philosophy, or are you going to modify that? What's your thought?
Yeah, it'll be modified. I prefer playing at a higher pace, of course. Like I said, I'm from Versailles. I played for Coach Allison, and we played quick. But sometimes with that, you have to adjust for your players and do what's best for them. And so we won't be as we won't be looking for 100 possessions a game or anything like that. So we're looking to play opportunistic basketball. Play fast when we can. If we have to slow it down a little bit, we'd like to be able to be efficient in that as well.
Right, absolutely. So fun. Love high school basketball. So we're going to continue to talk with the head coaches of the Versailles Tigers when we come back on the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers pediatrics at 2 lake locations and 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic, offering same-day appointments. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone, whether you live at the lake or just here visiting. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Being close to the water makes you more you. It's where the great unknown brings clarity. And letting go is how you really get going. Because only when you're on a Yamaha Wave Runner do you truly discover what you're made of.
Visit Surdyke Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
Hey everybody, it's Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. We're right in the middle of our Black Friday extravaganza, which goes on all month long. We've got great sale items with new doorbusters being added every week. You need to come check them out, and then don't forget, we have 0% interest for 36 months, and you can take it up all the way to 60 months on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster. Come see us at Slumberland Furniture for the big Black Friday extravaganza.
Hi, honey. It's your mom. I know you're probably working, but I just saw on the news that 3 people die in car crashes every day in Missouri. I just think about you driving around and it makes me so worried. So buckle your seatbelt, don't look at your phone, and don't speed. And I know you know this, but please always drive sober. You're a good kid, just be safe, okay? Mom loves you. Okay, bye.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. So we're talking with the 2 new head coaches over at Versailles, Wyatt Espinoza, head boys coach, and Andy Moon, head coach of the girls team. So high school basketball, it's not supposed to be all about the wins and the losses, although those are nice, when they come. But what makes a successful season in your book in high school basketball?
Something that we do at the beginning of the season, we set goals, but we also set aside our values as a team. And this is something that I personally think is one of the most important things as our team. Whenever maybe you're up by 30 or down by 30, whatever it is, sometimes the kids don't understand why they're still playing, or they feel the game's over. And we can look at them and say, what are our values? And so, some of our values is perseverance, hardworking, grit, and stuff that they can really hold on to that not only we can deem as a successful season, but whenever they grow to be adults, they can also hold on to and say, if I want to be successful in life, these are the things that I have to hold on to as well.
Yeah, and that's kind of the special thing about high school sports is you are teaching life lessons, right? Yeah, good point. How about you? What makes for a successful season?
A lot like what Wyatt said, is teaching them those lifelong values, but also just bringing back the love of the game and them having fun. I mean, they've been down for so long that, just getting back into, we're playing a game at the end of the day. It should be fun. Games are fun. So just getting that passion and love back and building a culture at Versailles just to be competitive no matter what it is and learn to work as a team, whether you like everybody or not. You come together at the end of the day to have one goal in mind and accomplish that, which is having wins. So that would be defining our season being successful.
Yeah, absolutely. So a couple years ago, Versailles made a conference change, moved out of the Tri-County Conference into the new conference. How's that going? Are you guys enjoying the new conference? Is it working out okay?
Well, I mean, we're both kind of new to it. You know, when we were at Stover, we played a few of those schools. But truthfully, for me, it's hard because I don't really know some of the teams that are out west, and I haven't really seen them, don't know the players. So
Yeah.
I have to do more work whenever it comes scouting.
Yeah.
Now, we had an opportunity to meet some of the other coaches over there, and they're all great coaches, great people, and they want the best for our teams as much as we want the best for theirs. And other than whenever we're playing them, of course.
Of course.
But they're supportive, and I'm excited to kind of get a new look.
Yeah. How about for the lady side?
Yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, I know everybody knows El Dorado Springs girls are really good.
One of the best in the state.
Yep, and they're in our conference. So it went from having Tipton when I was over at Stover to now having El Dorado Springs. So I'm used to having a powerhouse in the conference, I guess. But same like with Wyatt said, it's different because you haven't played them. So scouting and everything comes, more of a factor, and trying to get film and kind of understand what they do and where they're at. So other than that, I'm excited. I'm ready to get into conference play, come January, February, and see where we're at and what we need to do to start becoming competitive.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Okay, so part of your job is teaching the game of basketball. Part of your job is motivating. So what comes first for you when you're working with the men?
It's kind of in the middle for both. Teaching the game is really important, but then motivating is hard. Some days they go in and it's a hard practice, and we had some preseason conditioning where they're running for 20 minutes at a time, and they might sit there and say, why am I doing this? And so partially the values that we create is really important for motivating, but also understanding, like what Coach Moon said before, is what they see whenever they put something together, work hard, and the outcome from that.
Yeah, okay. Teaching or motivating? What comes first for the ladies?
Right now we're in that teaching mode. Just, what this summer I called back to basics, just fundamental basketball, learning the game, understanding the game, working on our basketball IQ on and off the court.
Yeah.
The motivating part, luckily I have a great group of girls. I yell. That's how I am. And I tell them, I said, it's not because I'm mad at you. It's just because I love you and I yell at you to get you to, I believe in you.
Right.
So that just comes natural to me. I've always been that way. And like I said, some of the girls that have played for me before, they understand it. So, they take it with a grain of salt and know that it's not anything ill will towards them. It's just me to get them to play to their potential.
That's what coaches do, right? Yep. Coaches yell.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a part of it. So you were talking about El Dorado Springs. They are the team to beat in your conference. Probably the team to beat in the state, in that class. Who on the boys' side, who's the team to beat in your conference this year? Do you know?
I think a lot of the teams, I have a lot of respect for all the teams based on what I've seen in the past, but Adrian is actually new to the conference, and they return a lot of guys from a 21 team that they had last year.
Okay.
So
they were good in football this year, too.
Yes,
really good.
I think they're still
football.
playing.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Playing for a state championship, I think. Okay, we're into the Christmas season, holiday season. What's your favorite Christmas food?
I don't know. I'm a meat and potatoes guy. I love mashed potatoes. My uncle, he owns a fast food barbecue truck, and so he always brings brisket and pulled pork. So I would say his barbecue.
I'm coming over to his place for Christmas. There you go. Favorite Christmas food?
I've got to go with the good old Thanksgiving classic: turkey stuffing, mashed potatoes, and gravy. We were just talking about it. Thanksgiving was last week, and I was like, I could eat this every day.
Yeah, me too. That's what I tell my wife, and she's like, are you kidding me? So yeah, I could go that direction.
And pumpkin pie is my dessert.
Oh, I don't like the pumpkin pie.
Oh, man.
That's just, Okay, thank you guys. Good luck this season. And we will be doing a couple of 3 Versailles Tigers games on Lake TV, so be watching for that. That is the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show.